There's a good thing. It's rotating.
What was in the skies of Jerusalem, and why did it sound like its treasured sites in Christianity?
There's a debate in some making proof we're not alone in the universe. UFO, in the form of a bright light, is descending over the dome of the rock of Jerusalem.
Oh my gosh, dude. Wow.
Scientists from all over the world are trying to figure out what caused the mysterious blue light to spiral in the sky over Norway on Wednesday.
As UFO sightings go, this one was as good or as weird as it gets.
So the question is, what was that UFO?
Around a bright light. A spiral in the sky. Around a bright light.
I guess all right. Are we all right? I can't believe it. I got all confused using StreamYard again. I figured I'd do it tonight. Hey, welcome to Goof on everybody. It is Thursday, the 18th of November, 2021. I don't know if you guys... Can you hear me? Everything okay? Can you hear me okay? Oh, what's with the thing back there? Yeah, it's really bright because anytime I have a bright screen on, it makes the background... Let me close this up. Yeah, I'm using StreamYard, like I said, and it's different. Let me see if this works. Yeah, that's a little better. Wow, it is bright back there. Oh, it's the tree. Yeah. That's the Christmas tree now. Gotta have the Charlie Brown Christmas tree up. Anyway, I'm glad you're here. I'm using pixeling. I'm using StreamYard tonight just to see how different it was compared to OBS. OBS does give a much clearer picture, but this isn't too bad. I just wanted to see what it was like, and I can't switch out of it. But tomorrow I'll be getting the DSLR camera stuff, so I can use a DSLR camera to do the show. Hopefully it will be much better, and I can get a wider look of the studio as I was planning to do. So anyway, and I just want to let you know, tonight I'm not myself. All right. So, we live in this planet, on this planet, and in our field we always try to figure out, where do the aliens come from? Are they from Proxy Centauri or whatever that place is? What is it? It doesn't matter. Anywhere else, Orion. You can go way out to the Andromeda Galaxy. There's a lot of different, Vega, right? But recently, people have been, especially, like Lou Elizondo and those people, have been talking about, well, maybe they've always been here, And if they've always been here, then, oh my God, what are they doing? Are they just watching us? Are they invisible to us, where they're out of our spectrum of sight? Some of these UFOs, if not all of them, to me, except for Foo Fighters, have always looked mechanical, like we could have built them. I think it would be interesting to see how, if there were aliens on this planet before or during or, the whole process, maybe they made us, then they could take us out at any time. So let's say they don't, all right? And they let us do what we've been doing for the last, 300, 200,000 years? At what point do you think they pull the plug? Well, they didn't pull the plug when we dropped all of those atomic bombs in the Nevada desert, right? I see a super chat. Jeremy Cerrone. I think I'm saying it right. I don't know, but that's a $1 super sticker. Appreciate it, man. Mucho gusto generoso for the $1 so. We'll give you one of those. Wait, one of these. Thank you very much. Gosh, right into the palm of GoofOn. Thank you for supporting. It's a super sticker. I don't have very that much. There, the show is up there, but I don't know what kind of sticker it is. Let's see. Oh, it's a crazy eye. It's crazy eyes. It's Jeremy Corbell emoji. Thank you. That is now the Corbell emoji. You can use that. Yep. Everybody, you can use that. Gosh. Thank you very much. By the way, if you want to help support GoofOn, you can do so with the super chat or a super sticker. You could even use PayPal, Cash App, or become a patron. You can pick any tier you want. There's only 2. So thank you very much if you do that. And just share, like, subscribe, all that stuff. That helps like you wouldn't believe. I want to thank Nathan for yesterday. He sent in a PayPal for 602. And I wanted to thank him. It came in and I didn't see it. So I want to thank you for that as well. Unidentified just dropped a 2-bagger. Unidentified S4 got a great YouTube channel. Go check it out. He gave the on-set chair, that we're on the set right now. That's my director's chair. Thank you, man. Mucho gusto, generoso. And then right after, I see another one. Thank you. Thank you. That is from Dorothy Hawkins, another, and by the way, unidentified too, continuing supporters of GoofOn. Thank you very much for your $5 super sticker, and it is a How's It Going pair. It's the Richard Simmons workout pair, because you can tell by the headband. Thank you very much, Dorothy. Again, mucho gusto, generoso, so early in the show, so. Appreciate that. It's what keeps the show going 6 days a week. This Saturday, I have the unidentified, who is it? The Hidden Underbelly. The Hidden Underbelly 2.0 is going to show on the show. Saturday afternoon, that's 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific, I know, it's a joke. What's this? Oh, what is this? Shellbell! Hey, don't know how long I'll last. Oh, she's tired. Of course, you're up there in the UK. Jose, Australia, something over there. That's a 10-pounder. Those are heavy. Thank you very much. Here, this is because you're very nice to GoofOn. That's 10 pounds, baby. That's what 10 pounds looks like, I guess. A little sparkles, a little glitter, some pennies. Those aren't all copper anymore, by the way. They're made of nickel. Or tin. I looked like Jimmy Church right there. Thank you, Shellbell. Shellbell! Shellbell. She didn't want to make you yell, but she gave you 10 pounds of love. Mark Brady in the house. Roll call, everybody. Felicia the Beautiful Flores. Lee Guy, welcome to the show. Felicia, welcome to the show. Coral Ann, welcome to the show. Moderator, Coral Ann. Unidentified S4. That's right. Welcome to the show. Pyramid 7, welcome to the show. Lee Guy, oh, did I say Bacon Lee Guy? Bacon Lee Guy. Mr. Big Feet, welcome to the show. Gary B, welcome to the show. Artesetti, wait. Architect. Welcome to the show. Lee Guy again? All right. Complaisir. Welcome to the show. Denbub, welcome to the show. Micah Gematria, welcome to the show. Zach Cast Monsu. ZDM in the house. Sky Allen. What do you say? How do you be? Welcome to the show. Nate Pelletier. Welcome to the show. EZE021. Welcome to the show. Let's go. Hellfire Studio. Welcome to the show. All right. Who's coming in? Hey, I saw Tim Frick, didn't I? No. Yep. Jill Tate. Welcome to the show. There he is. What's up, TF? Welcome to the show. What the Hellfire? Sir Wolf 67. Welcome to the show. Margaret. Welcome to the show. Bethany Khan. Welcome to the show. Or Cone. Fraps Appuccino, welcome to the show. World in Chaos 76, welcome to the show. Stavros Stavro, welcome to the show. Sky Allen, already said it, I'll say it again, welcome to the show. Robert Morgan, welcome to the show. And unidentified with a whopping $20. Do you know how heavy that is? 20 pounds. That's gold, baby. It's orange. I had an orange shirt before I started the show. You must have been reading minds there. Wow, man, thank you very much. That's $20. Floating out of the sky. You guys grab that. Can you grab that? It's on the floor right over here. Yeah, grab that. It was in the pile. Thank you. Thank you, Unidentified S4. Mucho gusto, Generoso, a continuing supporter of GoofOn. You know, I could use StreamYard. Doesn't look too bad. I think StreamYard does a nice job. I really like StreamYard. What's up, Dark Hour Paranormal, straggling through the front door? Who gave you a key? Welcome to the show. Claudia with a chance of UFOs. Welcome to the show. Good to see you guys. And so that's where, if you were here in the beginning, I was saying, so let's say they don't knock us off. They don't take us out. Because a lot of people think, and I mean a lot of people think that the aliens are going to take us out. Eventually. So my question is, well, what are they waiting for? Are we an experiment? Is that what it is? I think that would mean we are an experiment. Yeah? Man, last time I wore this shirt, it almost fit, but now I'm swimming in it. Yeah, I think that they should have taken us out already. Why wait? Wouldn't you agree with that? There's no reason to wait. What are you waiting for? So, who's waiting around? We are. For what? Something we know nothing about. Exactly. Now, my thing is, if people think that the aliens are going to take us out, true, what are they waiting for? So let's go 200 years in the future. What would it look like? Forget 200. That may be a little too much. I think I was being a little bit, well, you know, we've been around for almost 300. So let's go 200. Let's go forward 20 years. I had a conversation with Dark Hour Paranormal. Was that today? Today. Just a few hours ago, actually. And one of the topics we spoke about was, well, 20 years from now, well, we should have had hologram TVs. I thought we were, like Michael said, well, maybe in the early 2000s or 2010s, but no. Now I heard that hologram TVs are anywhere from 2 to 10 years away. I think it'll be about 9 years, 8 years before we have hologram TVs. Do you know that the new Avatar movie is going to be in 3D? But I don't know if it's true, but apparently there's this technology that, what's his name, came up with, the director, John Carpenter. And is that it's going to be in 3D without glasses. How cool would that be? That's, to me, that's almost hologram-y, hologram-ish, right? So if he can do that with the technology he has now, the technology he has now, he created it. And aliens didn't make it. Now, if you want to go back and listen to some of the sightings You know, the abductions that people had back in the day. They were talking about holograms 40 years ago. How would they know? Well, it's not that hard. If you go back into the 60s and 70s, there were TV shows and all this other stuff talking about holograms, people and all that. So I guess that could have been something. But go back into the 50s, that would be hard. Betty and Barney Hill were in the 60s, right? Right? Early 60s or something? 65-ish? They could have known. If you ever listen to her testimony, she talks about a 3D map, right? It just came out of the wall or something like that. I don't remember. Because that's something we don't do here. We don't plagiarize Betty and Barney Hill. Ever. Everybody else is good. No Betty and Barney Hill. I don't know. Just making up the rules. Because everybody makes up their own rules. So now let's go 20 years ahead. What should we have as far as technology? We should definitely have hologram everything. Hologram should be open up the refrigerator without opening it up to see what's inside type of hologram. Turning on the TV and watching that happen right in front of you, hologram. That's what I'm talking about. 20 years from now. Go back to 2005, was it? When the first iPhone came out. We were touching the screens. Holy mackerel. We never had anything like that, really. And everything, because they started out with the iPod, remember? You can put all your music in there and some movies, too. In that little thing? Oh, I got to get rid of all my discs. Eventually, you will. And eventually, we did. Well, I didn't. I kept as much as I could. I love the sound of an album. There's nothing like vinyl. I'm going to get another record player. I saw one I want for $200. It's phenomenal. I don't care. I want that thing. Because I have some records I want to listen to. Then what happened? 8-track was the first one. No, vinyl was the first record player. Remember they had the one needle with the big cone? And it would play music like, going down the old road, we're going to the roof. How did they do that back then, right? We're gone to the river, we've gone to the moon, and the river's gone. And it sounded like they were in like a little tin can. I wish I had a tin can. Only when you need them, right? Only when you need them. You can never get the tin can. But that came out first. Hey, Shane Rodriguez. Hey, brother, got your email. Sorry, must have missed it first. We're probably doing a lot better now. I can talk, move without getting nauseous. Yay! Shane Rodriguez. Good to see you, man. That's the news I needed to hear. Thank you. And a $5, you don't have to, throw, well, you know what I'm, but anyway, thank you very much. I am very glad you're feeling better. That's all that matters at this point. Yep, I had to give you something I didn't play yet, so I thought I'd give you this one. I know. You're not in India. Got it. But it spends like money from India. Thank you very much. Shane Rodriguez. Mucho gusto, generoso, and a continuing supporter of Goofin. Right? But think about this. Think about this. Hold on a second. Didn't Leonardo da Vinci paint that one painting and it had the UFO in the sky behind, I think it was, I don't know, Sister Mary Robinson with the baby, the Jesus, I think. And then there's a guy with his dog looking up. The dog's even pointing. He's going like this with his paw. And the laser beam came out right at them. How did he know about that? Why would he put that in the sky? And not only that, the UFO had rays popping off like it was illuminating or illuminated. See, I don't like that. That bothers me. No, it does. Because if they've been around that long, how crazy would it be if they created us? See, I'm beginning to lean towards this thing that They came to Earth and they brought all of these animals, maybe created them. Seriously, we call them gods. God, the all-creator of everything. We don't know. What else would they be to us? And that term came a long time ago because people saw things that were God-like. But what if it was aliens? You see? To me, that makes sense. And the Bible? Well, you know, back in the day, people spoke differently. Things weren't as like they are today. There was very little, they didn't have, you know what their washing machine was? A rock. So they had some sort of technology back then, right? But these people couldn't threaten the aliens. Oh, you know, they made the cows and the sheep and they made the birds so they could poop on them. It was like a game to do these aliens there. Why is Arnold Schwarzenegger telling this story? Because I want to. I just felt like I needed to say that. It's fantastic. The Adam and the Eve, they eat the apple, forget it. Everything goes kapooey after that. Man, because of the sin, because she was naked there, and she saw that he had a Johnson, and that they put them together and made a baby. Maybe there is a God. It's the aliens, and it's the aliens. That's right, Arnie. This is a fantastic story. I like to come here and tell and listen and interject with you. You don't have to anymore. I heard. Anybody seen Richie? I was going to do it to you, but you saw me there. I think that we are pets. This whole planet is filled with if you think about, some people think we were created. No evolution. Although science proves evolution, does it not? It does. So, were we created originally? You can't get something from nothing. I always mess that up. You can't get something from nothing unless the Allspark. The Allspark. You've got to have lightning. I think lightning is the key to success. Lightning is what helped the aliens. They created that stuff. Mother Nature came in, swooped in, said, I'm going to give the sky curtains. And she gave them, they called them curtains back then. It's a fantastic story. Sounds like the real deal. It is. Oh, the other, we put the curtains in the sky. So she put up the clouds, made the thunderstorms. That's all mythological stuff. No, it's real. Keep going. It's all on how you read into stuff. The reality is, I think everything started from evolution. I think the aliens are originally here. They're the indigenous ones. They were the first. Tell me this doesn't make sense. Because they were the first, they were the best. Right? They were the first. Is it possible that maybe 1 million years ago they were here? And they had all their technology. It could have all come around back then. We don't know. It's all gone. It's all gone. I think these were not aliens, indigenous humans. I think they were us. I really do. I think it was us way back when. And for some reason, there was a smart group of humans. That's why you can't find the missing link. They hid it. Because there is no missing link. Because they immediately went from without hair, with hair to without hair. Immediately. There is no in between. Well, they had hair, but they weren't covered like a monkey. You know what I mean? We have the hair we have today. This is all coming from right inside. It's all coming from the noggin. I think it makes sense. I do. Explain the UFOs in that painting, in all those old ones. cave paintings too, showing something sparkling in the sky, and they're all pointing at it, even the cows. Oh, everybody knew there were gods. Why? Why? Because of folklore? Why? You know what's interesting? I'll tell you why. Because there is evolution. And if you want to talk about Atlantis, we can go there. Because the Atlanteans could have been smart enough and left, even though everything got destroyed. They probably left. I am sure that the Atlanteans were aware of the planet because they were also aware of the stars. If there were Atlanteans. Not only Atlanteans. That whole time frame back then. There were pyramids built up all around the world. That could have been who knows how long that's been going on. And a pyramid is a very good shape if you build it correctly. It's strong, it's solid. Look how long they last. The triangle is the strongest building form, isn't it? It's better than making everything out of squares. That's why you see buildings and the exoskeleton is, crisscrossed like that. All X's. This was back in the day when I used to be an engineer. Hey, William Bridges, $5. It was a mass hysteria, man. People were going crazy. They were doing the twist. Thanks, William Bridges, a continuing supporter of GoofOn. $5. Right into the kitty. The GoofOn travel fund, we'll call it. Because I'm going to be going to NASA near Orlando in a few weeks. And then I'm going to go to Disneyland. So it's going to be a really good time. And I think I might need somebody to meet me there. We'll talk. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. It would be nice. It would be nice to hold somebody's hand on those scary drives. Or not. I'll be doing droning. I'll be doing all sorts of cool stuff, man. It's going to be a scene. I'm going to be gathering B-roll footage faster than the Cousins brothers. They're awesome, man. They're back home. Their 2-month endeavor to California has ended, but there will be more trips. And we're now in holiday mode. I was shopping before the show and heard, "Here comes Rudolph," or Santa, whatever the frig you want to call these people. "Here comes Santa Claus, here comes Santa Claus with that fucking cow." Did I swear again? I am very sorry for that. Don't get mad, don't unsubscribe. It'll never happen again today. I promise. I was aware of it. That's why I apologize real fast. I knew what I did. I heard it. So, if there were humans back in the day, then they're watching us the whole time. That to me would make sense. And I think they would have technology that they can make themselves disappear and reappear. We are close to that, right? You've seen those things that people wear, those robes and jackets that can reverse light, see behind yourself in front of you. It's pretty cool. They have those things down pretty good. You know? So let's go 50 years into the future. Because 20 years, if we go back and do the 20-year thing, should we have flying cars? Yes, because David Wilcock promised this in 4 years. In 20 years, I think there will be flying cars, but I don't think everybody will be able to afford it or get a license for it. But somehow, I believe that will be implemented into society. There may be, well, you can only fly, you have to fly over these areas. You can't fly over the freeway. Or you just fly over the freeway, the real one, but you'll be doing like 200 miles an hour over it. That'd be cool. So I think in 20 years we will have flying cars. It's not out of the realm. Look at what the ones they have now. Look at what the ones, that's how I spoke. Look at the ones they have now. They're okay, but it's not safe yet by all means. But in 5 years, imagine where they'd be. In 10 years, imagine 20 years. So a lot of things will happen with cars. How about in 20 years, we talked about movie theaters. I think they'll all be holograms. I still think there were people that will like digital, without the hologram, and those people are nerds. No, I'm just kidding. Those people are going to be like me. I'm going to still like, hey, you know what? High definition, nothing like 4K. It was the best. Or 8K. 8K is now unbelievable. If you haven't seen it, it's almost fake. It's too clear. You know what I mean? What I find very interesting, before we had high definition digital television, the analog TVs, anytime they play a clip from like the 80s and 90s or even the early 2000s, and they show us this analog stuff, you can't tell who it is. I mean, you know who it is because you can see the number on the jersey, but if you're just going looking at a crowd and said, oh yeah, there's Donald Trump, where? You'll notice the hair, so that's got to be Trump. How did we watch TV back then? I think people thought they were going blind when they weren't. And then, eye prescriptions went down by 30-40% once high definition television came out. Everybody's like, oh, I can see. Remember that? Remember when they first came out, we saw what the newscasters looked like? And their makeup was so caked on. And now it seems like they still wear makeup, but it's different. They don't cake it on as much because it's so high def. They had to do it that way to make it look good for analog TV. Once digital came out, they had to change the way their makeup looked. It's amazing how clear things are. It's wonderful. But 8K is like watching a cartoon. It is. It's cool. It's rich and thick and chocolate, but you can't drink it slow. Nestle's quick. Under 17, not permitted without parent. So let's go ahead 50 years. I don't think I can make it to 200 years in the future. I didn't even talk a lot. Let's go 50 years. Can't imagine. I'm already stuck. I don't even know what 200 years would look like. I have no idea. What would it look like? Have you seen the movie Blade Runner? Or I can't think of it. Any of those movies, right? Here's what we might be in for. Take a look. Let's see. Wow, I already forgot how to use this thing. So I have two cities here. We're going to look at metropolises that look like this. With the flying cars, with the neon, a lot of cool infrastructure. And we're also going to have the utopian type, where everything is from the earth, it looks like. We've advanced and have become one with nature because, global warming. That we've created these type of buildings that are environmentally sound with the earth. You know what I mean? Like, you grow food on top of your house. I don't know, man. But I don't know. I like them both. I'd like to see a city like this. I mean, Tokyo looks like this pretty much without the flying cars, right? That's all that is. The one on the left. And, this would be like that guy who was it? That guy in that movie? The Uganda? He was an Avenger. Yeah, this is what it's going to. Both of them. They're both going to be a part of life in 200 years. Because that's how we are. As cultures grow, right? Things stay the same as much as they are different. So I expect to see this kind of future in 200 years. It'll be our future children. We would be great grandfathers and mothers. How crazy is that? 3 greats. Yeah. You figure 70 years on average. I'm just playing it down a little. 210 years just based on that. It's only 3 humans now in front of us. That's crazy. In 70 years, we're going to see pretty much stuff like this within 100 years. But nothing alien, I think. You know what I mean? I don't think anything alien will come this way. I don't know. I want it to. I really do. I just don't see it happening. Without disclosure, you can expect the type of future that I just showed you. What would it look like with disclosure? What if aliens, would it change anything? How would our environment look? What would buildings, would it change much? Would they give us the freedom to let us be ourselves? Since, for the most part, they stayed hidden. So I think we would have to have a say-so on what we can do. Like, they can interject and say, Ringo, Bingo Waka, he created this thing where you could just change the type of walls you want. Like, if you wanted a brick wall, it's brick. If you want to change it to granite, granite. If you want to change it to metal, all you got to do is just put this piece of paper over it, or whatever you call it, and it'll change the rock. It'll change it. It'll be anything you want. You put the design on there and your wall will change. And the floor, the ceiling. I don't know. How about the advance, if we had an alien intervention, the advancement in medicine? How would they know? Because they've been abducting us for friggin' eons. They know everything. Or do they? See, I always thought aliens are just like us, right? They came up with a way to travel great distances in a matter of a blink of an eye. So everything else about the aliens, they're idiots. They walk around like Larry, Curly, and Moe. Just because somebody accidentally figured out propulsion. I don't know. I'm just saying, hey, let's say this. If we found out how to go to other planets in a blink of an eye, we're bringing all of us with it. Not all of us. I mean, all of our human nature would be brought to this planet. Let's turn the card a little bit. Let's turn it upside down for a change. What if we went to another planet? Right? What would we do? Do we not let them see us? And how do we know what type of technology these people have, or beings, whatever you want to call them without being a racist nowadays? How do you know how close you can get before you're detected? Like, right now, we can see a lot of things we couldn't see 20 years ago, 30, 40, 50 years ago. We could basically see everything within a general area. Now we can see a lot of different places at the same time, right? So how do they know how close to get to these beings before they're detected? Oh, that's right. They go invisible. Yeah. Let's say, for the shits and G's, I meant to say that backwards. I didn't want to swear. I said I wasn't. See, you can't trust me. Let's say they bypass the security of this new nation, this planet, and they're able to spy on them and see them. Right? And let's say, for S and G's again, they're like ants. They don't have any cars. They build huge mounds, and they're really big ants. They're like our size. They're huge. But they communicate. And some of them can fly and, take others away and go here to another mound over there. And we're spying on them. But they don't have any way to know anything. They don't know we're there. They would see us and think, oh, it looks like a big cloud or something. They don't care. But we go down there and try to communicate with them. How does that happen when they use their antennas and they're all part of a hybrid type of thing? One mind sees all, the queen of all things. The queen ant. Should we make them bees? No, I like queen ant. So the queen ant comes out of her little cocoon and she can talk to us. She's like, hey, what's up? You human? How'd you know? I know a lot of things. No, that wouldn't happen. So we have the technology to go from one place to another and see another civilization of ant beings. But it's very difficult to talk to them. It's just like the movie Arrival, right? Those hectopods came over and we try to learn language. I mean, that was amazing to me. I love that. We would have to do the same thing, but with ant people. It could be all type of different things. They don't look like ants. That's just how we perceive them because they've got the big chkonk, and it can do things, but they also have lips and teeth. I mean, it's a weird looking creature. You have to see it. Mr. D.B. Cooper, I hate everyone breathing for $5. What a wonderful statement. A nice super chat. That is the best. And then a continuing supporter of GoofOn. Yeah. Anyway, it's raining again. Thank you, Mr. DB Cooper 77, a continuing supporter of GoofOn for a long time. Appreciate it. I keep hearing the bells going off in the side, and I'm running out of... Oh, wow, somebody's texting me messages here. Yeah. Oh. Hey, 2 super chats. Oh, that was nice of you. Nathan again with 604. $6.04. Thank you on the PayPal. And also... Oh, Michelle. She's gone back to sleep. For $6.46. A PayPal good night message on PayPal. Thank you very much. Mucho gusto, Generoso. And a $5... Oh, I didn't give you guys... Yeah, I know. Sorry. Now let's give you these. Thank you very much. And Mr. D.B. Cooper says, if you love ufology, I hate you. He's feeling great tonight, folks. Thank you for that, Mr. D.B. Cooper. That is extremely generoso. A nice comment and a wonderful guy. Keep on breathing, ufology. Keep it up. Anyway, you can't go 200 years into the future. Forget about the ant people. They don't really exist. I was trying to come up with something. $5 purple mantises. Purple mantises are much more believable. True. Oh, that's Patrick Sheehan. $5 super chat. Thank you very much. And also, a continuing supporter of GoofOn. You get the dropping out of the sky. See, it's raining. Thank you, Mr. Sheehan. $5. Continuing supporter of GoofOn. All right. That is a real long clip. I don't know. Thank you guys, man. This is amazing. On a Thursday even. Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday. And then Saturday I'll be on Alien Addict tomorrow. Yeah, it's going to be a good one. It always is with Alien Addict. I think I have great conversations when I talk to him. I mean, these are a lot. The top 3 are Third Phase, Michael from Dark Hour, and Alien Addict. I have extremely good conversations with them, like hours, not just like 5 minutes, what's up. Hours we get into it. So much. I wish that you guys could be a fly on the wall, but we use language you might not approve of. That's how maddening it is, I tell you. All right, I want to play this for you. I didn't know about this. This was from November 18th, and there was a blackout over Russia, somewhere by the Kremlin. No, South America. Well, there's some news that was circulating in the Kremlin claiming that a massive power blackout that hit South America the past week was due to a time wave that emanated from the mysterious Bolivian Andes region called Tiwanaku, where the mysterious 10-ton gateway of the sun is. That monolithic thing, it's a door. You'll see it. It was carved from like a single block of andesite granite. It's located, and they're saying it was triggered by an anomalous event at the world's largest and highest energy particle accelerator, the Large Hadron Collider in Switzerland. This has got to be fake, right? Fake news? Let's take a listen. Oh, and it comes from UFO Mania. Can I play this? I don't think I could play this person. Who is this person? Who's UFO Mania? Does anybody know? Hold on, I want to check something out before I do something stupid. All right, we'll fair use it then. Looks to be okay for fair using. Here we go. And there you go.
An interesting report circulating in the Kremlin today is claiming that the massive power blackout that hit South America this past week was due to a time wave that emanated from the mysterious Bolivian Andes region called Tiwanaku, where the mysterious 10-ton gateway of the sun, monolithic, carved from a single block of andesite granite, is located and was triggered by an anomalous event at the world's largest and highest energy particle accelerator, Large Hadron Collider, LHC, in Switzerland, run by the European Organization for Nuclear Research, CERN, and rippled through the thousands of ancient pyramid complexes located throughout Brazil and other countries of South America. According to these reports, the CERN scientists at the Large Hadron Collider began a series of experiments on November 1, 2009, in preparation for the restarting of operations when they shockingly discovered that their testing was distorting our Earth's magnetic field and had
Do you believe in this? Mikey, do you believe in this story? They're saying because, and people have been saying since day one, even when they were building this thing, they were trying to tell us that, as soon as you turn that thing on, you're going to create, because, it smashes particles and breaks them apart at near the speed of light, right? No? It happened before. They were afraid as soon as they smashed the particles together, it would create a massive black hole that would eat the Earth. That's not even a fake thing. That's real. Yeah, right, Ivan? Isn't that right? But this one is supposed to be some sort of magnetic wave, is it? Kepsa is asking me, what is your opinion of the Holloman Air Force Base landing 1969 with 3 different videos and chit-chat between Army men and photos and UFO pilot C? Watch this. Hold on a second. Let me get to the real chat room. I'll check it out. We'll take a look. Always like it when people do stuff like this. Drop a link. It's okay. I don't see it. Didn't pop up for me. Am I not seeing it? Oh, there it is. Now it's finally here. Let me see if it'll let me. I don't think this is gonna work. Let me try this. Here we go. In 3, 2, go. Didn't work. It looks like the link. Here we go. It looks like the link is cut off. Yeah, the whole link isn't there. Kepsa. I wasn't ready to talk about that, but the 1969. You're talking about Holloman Air Force Base. Holloman. Yeah, You're talking about the video with what's his name? With Skinny Bob? Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, I'm trying to think. I can't remember for some reason. I can't remember Holloman right at this moment. Why is that? What was there? Yeah, hold on. Let me do this. Why can't I remember? I don't know. No big deal. The UFO cover-up. Yeah. Oh my God. There were more than one there. Yeah, that's right. I remember now. Not really an expert in the Holloman Air Force Base. Why can't I remember it though? That's the scary thing. That's like 70s stuff, right? Yeah. They were in contact with officials at Norton Air Force Base in order to make a documentary film. Emmenegger and Sandler report that Air Force officials, including Paul Shartle, suggested incorporating UFO information in the documentary, including as its centerpiece genuine footage of a 1971 UFO landing at Holloman Air Force Base in New Mexico. Furthermore, says Emmenegger, he was given a tour of Holloman Air Force Base and was shown where officials conferred with extraterrestrial biological entities, which are EBEs. This was supposedly not the first time the U.S. had met these aliens, as Emmenegger reported that his U.S. military sources had been monitoring signals from an alien group which they were unfamiliar. And did their ET guests know anything about them? The ET said no. Yeah, and a documentary was released in '74 as UFOs Past, Present, and Future, containing only a few seconds of the Holloman UFO footage, but the remainder of the landing depicted with illustrations and reenactments. Shartle said that the film in question was genuine and that he had seen it several times. Then there was in '76 a televised documentary report, UFOs, It Has Begun, written by Robert Emmenegger, was presented by Rod Serling, Burgess Meredith, and Jose Ferrer. Some sequences were recreated based upon the statements of eyewitnesses, observers, together with the findings and conclusions of government, civil, and military investigations. The documentary uses a hypothetical UFO landing at Holloman. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know if it's real, man. I don't really have any what do you call it? An opinion on it either way. See, I'm done as a UFO researcher. I have now come to the point where I just don't believe anything. Hey man, they're here, the aliens are here. Would you agree with that? Mr. D.B. Cooper with another $5. If anyone else calls me D-Beep besides at Zach, I will zap your brain. D-Beep? It won't ever come out of this mouth. Never say it. But very generous, Mr. D.B. Cooper. Another $5 super chat. Mucho gusto, Generosa. What's up? Welcome to the show. Red Storm 1. David. Lord Ludicrous Plaid. Shelley! Hey! I guess you're back. I told you. All those people are gone except for, a couple of moderators, me and everybody else. But the other people, they're no longer allowed to be here. What's up, the Gorilla Gamer? All right, so let me get back to this story. So I don't even know what is going on with this thing. Apparently there was a blackout. And they're saying that it was an energy wave that did something to the door. Do you know how absurd that is?
Shot off a time wave towards the core of our
A
planet.
time wave. Yeah, it threw a time wave. Who believes this junk?
Veered exactly towards the sun gate high in the Bolivian Andes Mountains. Most unfortunately, however, was when the initial time wave spawned by the LHC erupted from the sun gate and headed out towards the space above South America. It, literally, glanced into the path of an Iberworld Airbus A330-300 flown by Air Comet, which was ready to begin its descent into Santa Cruz, Bolivia, but then found itself instantly and mysteriously over the skies of Santa Cruz, Spain, over 5,500 miles, 8,900 kilometers, away. Note.
See, that's how airplanes used to be when I was growing up, without the cell phones. There was dancing in the aisles, pound cake being tossed around, wine, glasses of wine, pillows that were made out of real feathers. It was a beautiful time. Everybody could smoke on the airplane. You could smoke, you could vape. They didn't have vaping, but you could have if you did. Remember in the old days, people used to smoke on the airplane and we were okay with it. Can you imagine now lighting up on an airplane? I took a puff of vape when I was in my seat, and I blew it out, like down and away, and you would not believe how much of that stuff got around. People were looking at it, but nobody said anything. I wonder if they smelled, because it probably smelled like pancakes. Mr. D.B. Cooper, I totally agree with Rich. I don't believe anything anymore. For $5, Mr. D.B. Cooper, another super chat. Grazie. Grazie, Mr. Cooper. Mr. Cooper. But anyway, listen to this. Listen to this guy. God, does he look happy. You know who that looks like? That looked like the ex-owner of the Phoenix Suns. What was his name?
HC machine may possibly create or discover previously unimagined scientific phenomena, or unknown unknowns such as an extra dimension. But, even after shutting down the LHC, the dimensional distortions created in South America by this time wave continued to felt and led to the gateway of the sun monolith, sending out what Russian scientists have likened to a digital communication towards the thousands of pyramids in Brazil and other ancient sites throughout the Andes region of South America, and leading to the massive power outage that plunged tens of millions into darkness. Brazilian government officials, in seeking to hide the true cause of this massive power outage, had originally blamed it on atmospheric discharges related to strong rain and wind.
Yeah, I got your atmospheric discharge. It goes all over CERN. Not buying the story, think it's a bunch of malarkey. Let's get to the good stuff. No, not that. That might be good. Oh, I'll continue that from last night. I have this one from Third Phase of Moon. Wow, this is really interesting. I want you to check this out.
And let me tell you,
this is really good from last night.
Contacts that we've been making.
By the way, Third Phase UFO report is coming up right after GoofOn. So right after this, Michael, if he's around, I'll drop the link in the chat so we could all go over to Michael's premiere, not mine. I have another one tomorrow coming out. But, yeah. Oh, yeah, tonight is the patron. I'll be dropping that one off tonight after the show. You guys are going to like that one. Nah, you won't.
And they've got a lot to say, and we appreciate everybody joining us right here in this live premiere. We're back in Hawaii, our home base, and we're happy to share with what's been coming in the pike. So we're getting to it right now. Take a look at this first video coming in from South America. Watch this.
Wait, they just had that sighting we were talking about. No, not the sighting. The, I'm so dumb. The blackout. Right? Nothing wrong with those big red arrows. I love big red arrows.
Is there an invasion going on? What's descending from our skies? We have 4 bright luminescent orbs that light up the cloud layer above the town. And let me tell you, somebody got lucky. They captured something that we can't explain. And if you look closer to the far right, one of these bright luminescent orbs descend down and seems to release something that rapidly descends down to the surface. What's going on here? These other luminescent orbs seem to be hovering there, coming down in a slow progression, but this one on the right seems to have a mind of its own. Is there some kind of invasion going on? What's happening here? Is it a simple military exercise, flares, or is this some kind of drone display? I'm not exactly sure, but whatever these things are, if I were there in the night and I saw this, I would be pointing my camera exactly in this position like this person just did. We're grateful to the person who shot this. Brett, what's your thoughts here? Yeah, it's really cool when the public submits UFO videos like this, and we're getting a lot of these kind of luminescent orbs that are high.
You know, why would they drop them here? And what was happening right over here? This, I mean, you could say flares all you want. I don't know. I don't see any smoke. Because you do see a lot of smoke with flares, but I don't know if this is out of focus, blurry, I don't know. I wasn't there.
Highlighting the atmosphere, the clouds around it, and they're
Wait a
quite
second.
large.
Go
We're
over
looking at
here.
something. When I saw this, I would be pointing my camera exactly
to the
in this
right
position like this person just did.
Where
We're
is it?
grateful to the person who shot this. Brett, what's your thoughts here? Send down and seems
Come
the
on.
town, and let me tell you, somebody got, if you look closer to the far right, one of these bright luminous air above the town, and let me tell you,
Watch
somebody
it.
got
It's
lucky.
weird. Behind, there's another
They
one that
captured
right
something
there.
that we can't explain. And if you
And
look
then what
closer
happened to it?
To the far right, one of these
Did the flare just not activate? It was a dud.
bright luminescent orbs descend down
And why did that one go down a lot faster at that point? And these are just gradually. See, that's unless the boat. Oh, maybe the parachute started burning. It burnt the parachute, maybe.
seems to release something that
I don't
rapidly
know. That's
descends
weird.
down to the surface. What's going on here? These other luminescent
I don't
orbs
know.
seem to be hovering there, coming down in a slow progression, but this one on the
Parachute,
right
maybe.
seems to have a mind of its own. Is there some kind of invasion going on? What's happening here? Is it a simple military exercise, flares?
See, this is what bothers me. Why would the military over there? Isn't it South America? This is in South America is where this was shot, by the way. Why would they do it over what seems like a populated area? And if they were doing these, you know, often, and they were training courses, why would they do it? If we would get videos all the time from there. Could this be some sort of military exercise just to see how the public reacts? You know what I mean? It's interesting. Yeah, I thought that was a good side. Oh, wait, there's more to it? I don't know if I'm forgetting something. Well, hold on, let's see.
This is kind of interesting. Like I said, we're getting videos coming in at a rapid rate of speed. And here's another one coming out of Russia.
Another one, yeah.
Pretty much the same phenomenon, but on a much, much bigger scale. Watch this.
Whoa. I like that song.
So now we move over from South America, now over Russia. The same exact phenomenon, but this time
This is a little bit different, isn't it?
we have more than 6 or so huge luminescent orbs coming down over the city. What's going on here? Again, is there an invasion going on or something?
All right. This looks like it looks like there's something happening. Doesn't it? Oh shoot, you're right, Sky Allen. They're trying out the fake UFO stuff. They are. They're testing it out to see what it looks like. See, and I think they would have to, if that false flag alien invasion is on the way soon, I think they would have to do it in cities where it's cloudy to make it look eerie. And you can't see what it is. Give the illusion. Capiche? Hey, FAP. Oh, it's a $5 super chat, the first one of the night where you just don't care. You're going to throw it right at Goofon. Beautiful. Mucho gusto, Generoso, a continuing supporter of Goofon. Thank you very, very much. I'll take that and that gush all over Goofon. Thank you very much, FAP. Mucho gusto, Generoso. Right? What if they're practicing to see what it looks like? Why? Why not just do it over their own airfield? You know what I mean? They've got all this private property, military reservations. Go over there and do it. So if they're doing it over a populated area, they are now trying to set the stage. Maybe this is the beginning of the end. Dun, dun, dun.
Some kind of occupation, because if I saw this over a major city, and I'm sure the people in Russia were thinking the same thing, that this seems something huge, something otherworldly, or something that we can't explain, but nonetheless...
Dude, that is pretty big. That is taking up a lot of landscape. Look how big this is. Look at the city down there. Unless this is a reflection in a panoramic window. Could those just be lights in a house? No, they're not. Watch how big this is. Watch it in the sky. That is covering a huge amount of square miles. That is amazing if real. We'll never know if it's fake. Amazing. It's amazing. All right, you guys want to watch the rest of that on third phase of Moon. The link will be in the description about 15, 20 minutes after the show ends. What? What did I miss? Hey, Mr. DB Cooper with the $5 super chat again says, Ma! Flare balls! Next! She got him. I heard her go, mm-hmm. You guys probably didn't hear it. Thank you, Mr. DB Cooper. Mucho gusto, Generoso. Gush. Thank you very much. Yeah, pretty cool. I still got... Whoa, what is this? FAP with $10. It goes right over there. Hey, over here. You gotta be out of your Vulcan mind. Namaste. FAP, a continuing supporter of Goofon. Anjali just came over into my mind and told me to do that. And I heard it sounded like this. Namaste, Richie. Namaste, Richie. Namaste, Richie. And she did. And I did. And you saw. Thank you, FAP. Mucho gusto, Generoso. And also a continuing supporter of Goofon. Mr. DB Cooper 77 with another $5 says, bring it, Jesus. What do you mean by that? Bring it, Jesus? Thank you very much. Because there's a lot. I got to go quick on those. Thank you very much. Who the heck doesn't like Italian food? Not many. I question their sanity. Meet me in the cave, Richie. I would love to. This is such a weird night. I told you, this is just a weird night. I'm going to continue something from last night. Because this is John D'Souza. And I'm just going to continue where I left off from last night. Ma! Angeli balls! Andre! Oh, I gosh! She says, Andre your ass. Thank you, Mr. DB Cooper 77. Another $5 super chat. Mucho gusto, Generoso. What's this? Depends on who's cooking it. My mother's from Italy and she can't cook Pop-Tart. I know some people like that. My mother can make the best meatballs, the best spaghetti, the best pizza, the best lasagna. Well, my aunt did. My aunt made better lasagna than my mother, but my mother makes good lasagna. But there is a difference. But not good with meat. If we had pork chops, we didn't call them pork chops, no. You'd hear the kids out in the street, Richie, come on, play some street hockey. I go, hold on, the pork chops are almost done. You understand? Lee Guy with a $5 super chat. What do you want, Rich? Bacon. What do you want, Rich? What do I want? What do you want? What do you want? Mr. Continuing Supporter. Lee Guy, everybody. Lee Guy. We'll give you one of those. Thank you. Mucho gusto, Jenna. You know what I want? You want to know if I could eat anything I want? I always go to lobster. I love lobster. And filet mignon. Filet mignon, lobster, and the shrimp appetite. Jumbo shrimp from the Ozarks. That's what I want. And then next, I would like to have a nice cheeseburger, bacon cheeseburger, no teeth. That's what I want. Hey, Willis Day, how are you doing, man? Welcome to the show for $2. Italian food for the win. You know, I love Mexican food as much as, similar, as almost as much as Italian food. But I love, well, one of my favorite foods of all time is, I can't remember the name of it now. It is well, I know the drink. My favorite drink of all time was, by the way, thank you, Willis Day. Mucho gusto, generoso. Continuing supporter of Goof On. That was Bidenisms right there. There you go. It is a Vietnamese coffee. One of my favorite drinks ever in the history of the planet. And my favorite dessert is creme brulee. The best. I love creme brulee. And you have to, it's not cream brulee, all right? You Italian guys out there, give me a little cream brulee over there. Going on a date with your, never mind. Lee Guy in the house. Have you had a chance to partake in the Florida seafood? No. And have you had a Florida key lime pie yet? No. No, but thank you for recommending Florida seafood. I have not. But thank you for another $5 super chat. That's a great idea. Eventually. I'm still settling in. I fixed my stereo for the first time since I moved. Thank you, Lee Guy. I am able to listen to my surround sound system. And holy crap. You don't know what it's like until it's gone. And then you get it back. I listen to Scorpions. Still loving you. Oh, you're loving me, baby. Woo. That, of course, Metallica. What else were we listening to? Me, and, my other personalities. All right, I'm going to continue with this video. I'm talking a lot. Go.
And I was,
John
after
D'Souza.
that, I was called the X-Files man, or X-Man for short. And that kind of stuck with me there at the FBI. It was not a happy thing at all.
Yeah, it's unfortunate sometimes when they're onto something that works so perfectly, and then they kind of change the narrative and the whole idea of what the original idea was to begin with. Now, let's get to what's going on right now. We released our documentary, Countdown to Disclosure, the secret technology behind the Space Force, but what's going to be happening in the future is this other countdown to disclosure by the government. Do you think in the next 100 days when they're supposed to be releasing or obtaining some kind of information, that we're going to get something relevant, something that we have never known before, maybe some slight disclosure?
Yeah, we are going to have some kind of disclosure revealed to us, but unfortunately, it's not going to be to our advantage. It's because this group that's doing this disclosure, their version of disclosure, it's not going to be good, and it's not going to be to our advantage. We have two groups that are going right now. We have a group that is associated with the big media, and with parts of our government as well, and they are revealing alien technology to us that is designed to scare us, to make us upset, like the great movie that you guys just released, Countdown to Disclosure. Exactly like Dr. Greer said in that movie, we have a group that is trying to gin up fear of alien visitors and of UFOs, what they...
Wait a minute. Did he just say what I thought he just said? That this group that, we listen to and see all the time on mainstream now, like Lou and Mellon and everybody else, that they're going to show us something that is going to put fear into us? That's what he just said. It sounds like a false flag alien invasion. I didn't think he would have this kind of information. This is unbelievable to me. It's John D'Souza, the guy. Is he wrong that much? No, I don't know. Seems like a nice guy, like he would tell the truth. He seems earnest in what he's delivering. I want to hear that again.
Never known before, maybe some slight disclosure?
Yeah, we are going to have some kind of disclosure revealed to us, but unfortunately, it's not going to be to our advantage. It's because this group that's doing this disclosure, their version of disclosure, it's not going to be good, and it's not going to be to our advantage. We have two groups that are going right now. We have a group that is associated with the big media, and with parts of our government as well.
That's Lou.
And they are revealing alien technology to us that is designed to scare us, to make us upset.
What?
Like the great movie that you guys just released, Countdown to Disclosure. Exactly like Dr. Greer said in that movie, we have a group that is trying to gin up fear of alien visitors and of UFOs, what they call UAPs, or sometimes UATs, like a T, like Tom, for threat, unknown alien threats and unknown alien phenomena.
Unknown alien threat, a UAT. A UAT. Ms. DJ, you think it's giants? That would be really cool. I would love to see the giants. And I would also be scared out of my mind. But we could kill a giant. See? I don't know if we can kill an alien because I know nothing about aliens. But if they're giants, they can be taken down. You just hit them in the knee. Right? What is this? Welcome to the show, by the way, Ms. DJ. Mr. DB Cooper for $5 says, look, in a nutshell, the phenomenon is real. But Travel Channel, Discovery Channel will keep stuffing this down your face over money. Wake up, everyone! That is a wonderful, beautiful, and well-spoken super chat. For that, my friend, you get the best of the best. It's raining money. Mr. DB Cooper, 77, with another $5 super chat. Mucho gusto, generoso, Mr. DB Cooper, 77, so. A continuing supporter of GoofOn, as we've seen for the last week and 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 10 days. I think the aliens are tiny. Yes, Red Storm 1, I think they're small. Like 2 feet or under. Doesn't it make sense? Because they're going around in those little craft. Well, we say little, but if a Tic Tac is about 40 feet, that's not small. That's a bus. Right? That's pretty big. Bigger than a bus. Cars are an average of 15 feet. So about 3 times the size of a car. Yeah. Well, you gotta have space for your propulsion, your energy source, right? And all that is a couple of crouton-looking thing, little cubes. I don't know. I think they're small. The giants of Kandahar really happened. They did. Those guys who were down there, our military, got in a fight, and a couple of our guys were killed, and we took out just about all the giants, right? There was like 2 or 3. They were kicking our ass. That is a weird story. You know, I talked about that at the beginning of the year. Maybe we'll do a year in review and talk about that again. By the way, I have planned Alien Addict, and I'm going to start asking around if other people want to come on for the New Year's show. So I'm going to be putting the feelers out, and we're going to try to fill everybody gets their own 15-minute segment, or I can do everybody at once. I don't know yet. But some of you will be getting a call or a message soon. I want to do a nice big New Year's Eve show. Yeah, because 2022, it's going to suck too. No, it's going to be great. 2022 is going to be the best year for ufology. Better than 2020. I thought 2020 was the best year ever. No? 2021? How about this? How about from June 1st of 2020 to July after the 180 days was over, June 26th. From that to there, those last 12 months up until now have been the best it's ever been. Yeah, they didn't get any better than what we just had. All right, I want to play another minute and a half of this because we'll continue this the rest of the week. But what John D'Souza is saying is remarkable. That he thinks that people who are involved with the media, that's Lou, Christopher Mellon, and whoever else I can't remember, Nick Pope has nothing to do with anything. They just ask and he does. Maybe Leslie Kean will be involved publicly speaking this time around. Who knows? I'm sure, Rubio is part of that. And I don't know. I can't think right now whoever else would be involved. But that they're going to create a false flag alien invasion. They're going to show us a little. We get a little disclosure, but it's not what we think. That's what he's saying.
They're trying to take over ufology and trying to show us why we should be scared of this national security threat. And so that group is going to be revealing stuff that's not going to be to our advantage. So that's something that we need to be concerned about.
But what does he mean? What could they deliver? Oh, I'm dying. What could they deliver? Yeah, exactly. I was just going to ask that. What could they deliver to us that would get us upset? Which goes along with Red Storm 1 here. Question for you guys. What is your plan of action when they hoax an alien invasion? What would you do? I got to tell you, I would go live as soon as it started. The problem we may run into is that everything could be shut down. Like there's going to be a false flag alien invasion. Well, they're going to go full out and turn off the power all over. And then we're going to think, oh my God, we can't find out what's going on. So the only way that things will be seen are with people with cameras and their phones. Right? Everything is going to be strategic. It'll be in a part of the world or country where something will happen, but it won't affect. Maybe people will have to die to make it more real, right? I can just imagine that as power outages are happening all around the country, because I think that's what they would have to do. They would have to put the fear of God in us and make it like the aliens are turning off the power worldwide. But as that's happening, the news and everything else is reporting it. And you'll be watching TV and you're going to hear something that's like, this just in, this is Tucker Carlson here at Fox News. It appears that disclosure is finally happening. There has been an explosion in Kandahar, of all places where giants have been rumored to live. But there has been a huge explosion over Kandahar, and some are saying it is an alien invasion. You heard it here first. I can't believe what we're going to look at here. Let's play the video. And this is coming from Kandahar. As you can see, there's a disc-shaped object. Yeah, you can barely see it here. But a disc-shaped object is just hovering in the sky. Wait, I think it's moving. I think it is. It's moving. No, they just got a still image. I'm hearing that power is going out all over the world. Are we still alive? I think we're being invaded. I hear a big and it goes, and all you hear is silence. What would you do? What would you do? You can't call anybody. Satellites are down. You can't go anywhere, can you? Yeah, you can still drive, because how are they going to shut the cars down? All right, so traffic comes to a standstill. People are freaking out. Everybody's outside looking up, waiting. They heard on the news, on their phones, before their phones and TVs went out, that there's an alien invasion. But it's not real. The explosions are real. People that died are real. And now the fear of God, the power is out, and will stay out. Probably for a full day. Maybe 2. Because we would have come to terms with the aliens, and they would have turned the power back on. See, without power, we're powerless. If you don't have the firearms, how are you supposed to know where they are, where they're going, and what's going on? It would be the scariest day of your life. And I'm not looking forward to it. That's the only way I think they can make this as real as possible in a way I just mentioned. Because if you look at the movies, everything's over dramatized, but realistic in a way that it could happen. That's always the worst case scenario, right? Well, that's what makes the movie exciting. If that happens in real life, it will be bigger than 9/11, what just happened over the last 2 years. It'll be bigger than World War I, II combined. It'll be the greatest experience of our lives. And to be honest with you, I want it to happen. Is that wrong? Am I wrong? What would you do? What would you do? Well, if it's in the summertime, my God, it is going to be so hot. So they're not going to do it in the summertime. I think if they are going to do it, they do it now. Maybe that's the announcement that's coming out in a few days. Maybe the announcement is so big. And maybe that's why all the traffic in the ports, all that stuff is backed up. Because why? Because they know something is imminent. I was at the grocery store before the show, and I am not joking, about, I would say 15% of the shelves were empty, and I didn't like it. I saw more things gone each day that I go into, and I go about 3 times a week. I like to buy my food as I need it. I like to get out of the house too, because I work at home. But I'm noticing less and less of everything. There was no applesauce today. There was no Hungry Man dinners. Swanson dinners were gone. Innovation, half of their stock was gone. These are all fast foods that I enjoy. Ice cream and frozen foods were the biggest items that were missing. their shelves were almost completely half empty. And it is strange to see that. I noticed that refreshments such as Gatorade and Coca-Cola products seem to be dwindling. And it seems that Red Bull gets stocked once or maybe not at all a week. Toilet paper, believe it or not, is empty, and so are the paper towels. There's few remaining things that I was able to buy if I needed to. But let me tell you this, I stocked up on my toilet paper, which isn't toilet paper. It's disposable baby wipes, but not baby wipes. They're for adults. Don't you like a clean bottom? Don't you like it nice and cool down there when you're done, right? You know you're getting it all out. I'm going to play the rest of this for 45 more seconds. I got more to do.
Trying to reveal med beds and many other wondrous, amazing things. But they have to do it very carefully because we have this contention between these two groups that are doing this at this time. And that's what we're facing right now. And that's what you guys covered so well in your movie, in the Countdown to Disclosure.
Yeah, I appreciate that, John. You know, it's interesting because there is some kind of faction between others, and sometimes UFOs even get political, which is crazy to me. Shouldn't we all be kind of going towards one goal? Why politicize the UFO phenomenon in any way? And it seems to us, we have a hard time. We struggle to get the major media's attention with the information that we're receiving from the public. Have you had the same kind of this wall of where the media doesn't want to bring in the public's information?
Oh yeah, absolutely. And that's the most common question. Why are they doing this? What is the reason? What benefit do they get that to misleading us, to trying to gin up fear in the area of ufology? What is the reason? Cui bono? Cui bono? Who benefits?
Isn't it quo bono? Is it Sonny Como? This is interesting. In the week from Mobile Medic 12, in the week before Thanksgiving, it's the week before Thanksgiving, so food not being stacked the way it normally is could also be because of Thanksgiving. I don't think so, because the toilet paper and frozen foods are missing a lot. It's not as bad as when COVID started. But yeah, when you combine, maybe alien, maybe something happening with the supply backup, it's bad. I think that's what you mean. Oh, when you comply that with the backup, I don't know. I know what you mean. Yeah, I don't know for sure. I'm just thinking about the UFO world, but when you say it, it makes sense. You're right, Mobile Medic 12. Thank you for that. Rich, check my TikTok? Check my TikTok? Why would I check my TikTok? Let me check it. My TikTok? So that means I didn't put anything up. Here we go. My TikTok. All right, here we go. What about it? I'm looking at it. What about my TikTok? I don't understand. I'm on it. What am I supposed to do with this? I checked my TikTok. So now what am I supposed to do? I'll give you 20 seconds to answer or I'm out. Gorilla Gamer. I'm on my TikTok. See, this is why. Get walking? I don't know what that means. What does that mean, get walking? Am I missing something? I don't know. I'm done. I don't know what that means. I don't know what I mean. When is this supposed to... This event is supposed to happen. Gorilla Gamer, how come you can't answer me? Why am I opening my TikTok? What was the purpose of that? This supposed event is supposed to... Not an event. But there's an announcement that we were told about maybe a month or so ago. That there's supposed to be an announcement. I don't know what I just said. Before Thanksgiving. And 5 weeks ago, that was some sort of rumor that's been going around. Yeah. All right, I'll check my notifications. Thank you. In TikTok? Okay. Let's... Notifications. All right, I'm going to my profile. Okay, message. Inbox. All right. Nothing there. Maybe these maybe a message. I don't see it. Oh, my email? Oh, okay. I'll check over there. I usually don't do this during the show. Wow, I didn't check my emails today. So here we go. Let me see here, unidentified, what this UFO video is. All right, I'm going to play this. This is from unidentified S4, who's in the chat. He's got a very nice UFO channel under the same name. So this was just sent to me. And then we're going to go to the news of today. So here we go in 3, 2, it goes. Let's start. I want to start this over because you show something here. Nice. Wow, I love this already. This is cool. Volume low. Is that me? No? Yeah. All right, here we go. So this is during the night or during the day? It looks like the daytime. I already know what it is, but I'm not going to say anything yet. What do you guys think that is? Daytime, okay. I know what this is. And I'll give you a hint. Not all of them have this. Do you know what it is? I know what it is. You're not going to like it. Woo, look at that. Damn. Holy Shiite. Dude. That's a bird up there. That was cool. But I still know what it is. Can I say? You're not going to like me. You can't hate me after this. You cannot. I'll tell you why. It is a balloon. Now, I know why you don't think it is. I know why. But I'm going to show you why I'm right someday. But for now, I'll tell you why I'm right the best I can. We'll start over. This is really cool footage. No doubt about it. Not everybody would see something like this or even have the... Now, I don't know for sure. Okay? I don't know for sure. Let me just make that clear because I like you. I don't want you to be mad. But just hear me out. And I'm telling everybody, including you, unidentified S4, I could be 100% wrong. But I don't think I am. First of all, I have over 20,000 hours of sky watching. That there was a time for 4 years. And the only reason I'm mentioning this because sometimes you can go a year without seeing something like this. But when you're outside 14 hours a day in many different locations like I was, you eventually get to see things that look exactly like this. So I'm just basing it on my personal experience. I have this on camera myself, and a couple of times even. As a matter of fact, I've come to the realization that one of my fleet videos could be balloons caught in an updraft. You know, you've seen it. The objects are all over. Some of them stop, and then you see the object go right for this one, and it goes around it. That's what I have on video. This reminds me of that. And this could be a UFO. And it did go fast, but let me tell you why I think it's a balloon. First of all, the clouds. I want everybody to pay attention to the cloud movement. Not right now, I'm just talking. But you will see that these clouds are moving around. And it looks like you just have to go 100 feet up, and it's a lot windier than it is 100 feet up than it is on the ground. Believe me, it is ridiculous. 200 feet, it is utterly ridiculous what's up there. There's swirling winds. These clouds, it looks like there's a storm front, maybe a very cloudy day of some sort. So there's going to be a lot of updraft around this area. And I don't think this is near the clouds. I think it's closer to us, but it gives the illusion it's near the clouds. Let's take a look. Watch the clouds. You can see them moving very quickly. There's other objects zipping around. Look, see? There's some wind up there. Now, this object, I'm going to say, is about 150 feet up. That's it. It's getting the downdraft from these storms that are moving through these clouds, or just a weather front. You can see it moving back and forth. That is extremely common with balloons that are up in the air. Now, like I said, I could be 100% wrong. Look at the clouds moving. You can tell there's something. Look, they're going in two different directions. And now it's getting part of the downdraft. It's getting part of it. It'll probably go, yeah, it'll probably go towards the ground at that fast. But I have seen these many times and have them on video probably, I don't know, 20, 30 times perhaps. But there have been some that I've followed and that were heading in my direction. I couldn't tell. And then when I got close to it, I realized it was a balloon. I don't know what this is. I could only go by the experience of 20,000 hours looking at the sky. I think those are clouds as well. It's interesting. And believe me, I want it to be a UFO. But you're not allowed to get mad at me. And I'm just saying, you can't get mad. You leave that video up, and you have to put the possibility of a balloon in the description if you haven't. But I got to give you credit, man. That is a really good video because I don't know what it is. And it could be a UFO. It could be. I don't think it's a drone by any means. But when you're going to tell me, here's something to play, I'm going to be honest with you. It's all I know how to do. And I'm glad you didn't get mad yet. I don't know if you're mad, but don't be, because nobody knows everything, including me. But I know what I'm talking about, right? Right? I would agree with that. 20,000 hours is a lot. Do the math on that. That's like 3 lifetimes. No, it's not. Check this out. This dog gets lifted or pushed back, and I can't make it any bigger, but watch this. And thank you, Unidentified S4. It's kick-ass footage. I don't know what it is, but it's good. It's one of the better ones. See that? This dog is acting like something's wrong. The people aren't home. They just have a camera because, watch. Wow. See, I don't know if the dog pushed away or it was pushed back, but it looked like if it was pushed back, I would think that as hard as that was, the dog would have fallen, right? It looks like he pushed himself back a little bit. Yeah, it looks like he pushed himself back. Yeah, and you know what? The door, you can see it doesn't push out. Yeah, the dog moved back. And it shakes. Yeah, that's the dog doing it, I believe. Yeah, looks like the dog did it. They say nobody's home, but I think somebody's in there. I don't trust it. It's TikTok. I don't trust the tick. All right, I think I have more messages. All right, let me look and see what you guys sent me. Maybe I missed something else. What? Wow. Oh, I'm in the wrong. Okay, so I don't. Okay, wait. Oh, last night I did a live tarot card reading for Dorothy Hawkins. And according to Dorothy, she said I was right on. She says you do have spooky skills. And she posted it on Facebook because it was really dead on, according to Dorothy. And she put it up there. She says, check this out. I don't know why. Does anybody else's Facebook do this with messages? It expands the screen ridiculously big. It says, check this out, November 17th, YouTube longtime UFO researcher and Goof On host Rich Giordano gave me a live tarot reading. My reading starts at the 119 mark into the show. For a guy who's skeptical about all the UFOs, aliens, ghosts, and paranormal stuff, Rich was spot on in his overall analysis with insights into my past, present, and hopeful future. I was in the chat room and responding to his reading throughout. That guy Rich has spooky skills. You got to check this out. And then she says, I think Rich channeled my uncle, the Reverend Harry Walrand, with his little hand jive at the beginning, got your nose. Uncle Harry always used that as a joke with us kids when we visited their home in Tacoma, Indiana for Thanksgiving. Thank you, Dorothy. That is like just unbelievable. Thank you for that. Yeah, in the beginning I go, got your nose. Don't ask me why I did that. I have never done that. Ever on the show. I don't know when the last time I did got your nose. That was a cool thing. I'm glad it worked out. So I keep bitching about getting old and all this stuff. Check out this guy who's 73 years old. He's an Army paratrooper, Vietnam veteran at 73. In 3, 2, go. His leg kicks, though, his leg kicks are like he just had a hip replacement. But that's unbelievable. It really is. Good for him. I respect somebody who can do that at any age, but at 73? Okay. So not everybody, but there's people on Twitter who keep talking about making money in the field. I don't understand why this is even an issue. it's an issue if people are lying to you making money, right? So, on Twitter, I see this from Red Rum Joe. Again, this guy is trying to make his living on Twitter. It's okay, fine. Now, apparently, this guy's been a UFO researcher for over 30 years. I thought he was new. I don't research him. The guy talks like he doesn't know what he's talking about. And I've been accused of that too. But look, I say it. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm only talking about what I've found out. I only know what I'm reading about. I don't know anything personally. I never met an alien or shown, what S4 Area 51 or any of those places look like. I've never been there. But Red Rum Joe says, geez, I'm pretty sure you know exactly what I meant, Lou. And nowhere did I say it's okay for me to make a living, which I am not currently doing, and not for others. But there's a difference between folks who do this mainly for the money, some are charlatans, and others who do it because it's a passion and hope to make enough money to pay bills so they can spend the time needed to do this right. Thank you. And not half-assed. Go listen to Lou's interviews again. Do you really think money isn't the main motivating factor for folks like Wilcock? There's an obvious difference between someone like him and others who aren't concerned with charging $333 for classes. Are you really unaware of this and the difference between that and honest folks? And he's talking about Lou Elizondo, obviously. Because you're not allowed to say Lou is in this for the money. God, how could you say such a thing? Are you kidding? Then he says, go watch Witness Citizen live stream, and then go watch Wilcock. Most folks can see the difference. One is in it for the right reasons, and it's not DW, David Wilcock. Sean actually puts in hours and hours studying up on things before he does interviews and isn't concerned with Super Chat. Others just churn out show after show and engage in UFO-tainment. And there are others who tell folks like me not to take this so seriously. Can I just say 2 words? Who cares? Mr. D.B. Cooper with a $5 super chat. Hey, where's Red Rum Joe? Joe, we got another super chat over here. I'm just doing this because, Friggin' jagoff. He says, Mr. D.B. Cooper, all sheet aside, you described my house when you did your Ouija board thingy. Yes, and I did do another reading for somebody where I said something will happen in a snowstorm, and was it you crashed or had something to do driving in the snow? I can't remember. No, I'm the real deal. I'm the real deal. Because I don't talk about it. Thank you, Mr. D.B. Cooper. I just, it's Red Rum Joe just trying to kiss, let me change that verbiage, lick the boots of Lou Elizondo and that team. He would give Lou his soul if Lou could do anything with that UFO office. Look, remember, guys, Lou Elizondo is not about disclosure. He even said it himself. I am not going to risk national security for disclosure. I'm not doing that, and I never will. His words, not mine. He says he's not about disclosure. He's about all UAP. So when Red Rum Joe gets mad at other people because we think Lou is only in this for his future, and the reason I say that, and when I say future, I mean writing books, getting on TV, and also being a disinfo agent for the government. Now, Lou is a very smart person. There's many people, including myself, who think he can easily talk himself out of anything. He's that good. He is. But he's not perfect. No one is. And I definitely see flaws with Lou. We all have. We all have. We've seen him so much. We made a baseline based on everything we saw in the beginning 3-4 years ago till today. He's good, but he's not perfect. Nobody is. And his body language says a lot when he gets a hard question. The guy almost can't sit still, and he's fidgeting with his thumbs that one show and rubbing his hands like a mad scientist. And when he was asked a hard question on SOR, his first instinct was to lash out. Got angry. I don't negotiate with terrorists, calling Greer a terrorist, and anybody else who sided with Greer, which means third phase of moon as well. It's unbelievable. Because he's not on script. Now, the SETI Institute, on to other things here. UAPs, are they worth scientific attention? This was yesterday, right? To discuss how we could scientifically study UAPs, we invited scientists Hakshmira and Gravi Koparu from NASA Goddard to discuss their thoughts. Really? Oh, okay. Hasn't happened yet? I thought it was happening for some reason. This is about, here. The Galileo project is a big deal. Want to know why? They're bringing scientific research of UAP into the mainstream. Did you just hear that? Right, you heard that, right? So as long as they're bringing it to mainstream, that's a good thing. I agree, that's good. Competition in this space is a good thing, as long as it's healthy. I don't know what that means. But the main point that Omega Point said, the good thing about the Galileo project, again, this is their talking point. This is their narrative. It's a threat. And hey, as long as we're talking about UAPs, that's the most important. As long as it's healthy. And what does that mean? As long as there's no opposite of what we believe in discussion. No hard language like, so how are you going to pay for this? So how do you know you're going to see something? Well, we don't know, but we won't know if we don't try. I already know all the answers to all the questions we have for Mr. Galileo himself. Avi Galileo. This guy, and I'm saying it here, to get in bed with Lou because he has a mainstream media connection and with Christopher Mellon and that whole can of worms, that is as corrupt as it's going to be right now. And the reason I say corrupt, because we're not ever going to see anything meaningful. Here, we'll hear a lot of stuff, but we'll never see anything. I'm just telling you straight up. So I want to talk about this. We're going to go a little long. Oh, shit. Michael's on right now. You know what? We'll do that tomorrow. We're going to go over to Dark Hour Paranormal. Yeah, we'll talk about that tomorrow. I can't believe it. I forgot. Michael, sorry. This is Goofon. I'm Rich. You got 2 minutes. But I want to thank everybody for hanging out tonight. We're going to go over to Dark Hour Paranormal and watch the premiere. Thank you, moderators and super chatters, for everything. I love you all. And if it wasn't for you, hey, this doesn't run smoothly. And then we're thanking the newcomers and the veterans because you guys keep building the show. We're getting more subscribers every day. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment and thumbs up. I know a lot of stuff, but it's not that hard. Go do it. Thank you very much. I love you. I really do. You have no idea. I'll be back tomorrow night. I'll be on Alien Addict first at 4 p.m. Eastern, and then Goofon at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. I almost said it between. We'll see you later. Go over to Dark Hour Paranormal, because goof on is truthology for ufology. Is it not? Alrighty then. Oh no, I meant go over to third phase UFO report. Third phase UFO report. Third phase UFO report. That's what I meant. Third phase UFO report. Here's the link. Oh, I can't believe I just did that to Michael. I'm putting this in the here's the link. Time just flew by. There you go. Third phase UFO report. It's starting in a minute and a half. Or now, it's starting now.